What Justin really did well in this fight is he was just throwing out his jab, not really having put any power in it, but because he's good Justin gaethje, well, it does a lot of power. Also, he uses the jab to intercept Ilia Topuria's jab, which works really well because Ilia Topuria does not have any head movement in his jab. There's no telegraph whatsoever, he just throws it out, it intercepts Ilia Topuria's jab, and it lands straight on Ilia Topuria's face. Another thing is the overhand. You really see it in this fight right here because what Ilia Topuria does, he parries with his lead arm, but that makes him susceptible to the overhand that keeps landing. In this fight, Justin Gaethje took advantage of the way Ilia Topuria generates power. And what I mean by that is the reason why Ilia Topuria gets a lot of these knockouts in the UFC is because of his base and that he overextends his punches. If he knows that, okay, this punch is going to land, he's going to throw everything in that punch, and if it lands, that's cool, you get a knockout. But it leaves you very open for the counters, in which we see here, right? Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria does the overhand, but he leaves himself open for a hook. So what did Ilia Topuria not do so well? Well, of course, number one is when he was jabbing, there was no head movement on the jabs, okay? And head movement when going in is really good because most of the time people are going to intercept your punch with their punch. Let's talk about the armbar, okay? The armbar attempt was good in hindsight, right? Because you have to look at it from Ilia Topuria's perspective. Justin Gaethje got submitted, and Ilia Topuria has more submission wins than he does knockouts, right? Maybe he was thinking that, okay, I can submit this guy. I will submit this guy. And it just did not happen. And so it's easy to say that it was wrong, but that was the two decisions that he could have made, right? Which is, do you try to wrestle Justin Gaethje or do you try to knock him out standing up? Because I think that Ilia Topuria thought that, okay, I can take on Justin Gaethje in the ground. It's much easier for me to submit Justin Gaethje because he's been submitted before and I know submissions. It just did not turn out the way that he expected, and maybe he just didn't want to stand and bang because he's been banged up in the first round. Like, I think this is the very first time that Ilia Topuria has bled in the UFC. But considering his age, he's only 29, he has a lot going for him. But another thing that he did that led to his defeat is the overextending on the punches, and that made him susceptible to the punches that were coming in to Justin Gaethje, right? It made him susceptible to the counters, and that just banged him up more and more. And I'm going to say that, yes, it is the reason that he has all of the power that he has, but it's like a double-edged sword. If it lands, you get a knockout. If it doesn't, you're in a bad position to get countered. And Justin Gaethje obviously did his homework and studied and has a lot of head movement, has a lot of movement in general, footwork, and it was just such a beautiful fight. I hope Ilia Topuria learns a lot from this. I mean, obviously he's gonna learn a lot. He's Ilia Topuria, man. It's not really the end for him. An O in MMA doesn't really mean as much as an O in boxing, right? But he's going to come back stronger again, I think. Yeah.